Dean, this is fantastic. This, again, proper comfort food.
It certainly is. Well, this is a sort of food that you could be watching Corrie live with.
This would be great. This would be perfect. Absolutely perfect. It's just that it is, you know, the nights are drawing
They
in.
are. You know, it's getting a bit autumnal now, you know, it's getting a bit colder. So, you know, this is my go-to dish.
Right.
When, you know, when the weather's starting to close in.
Sure.
So I'm cooking you a toad in a hole.
Right.
OK? But I'm pimping it up a little bit and we're making it extra special. But honestly, this is fail-safe. If you follow this, because a lot of people worry about Yorkshire puddings, you follow this and this is perfect.
OK, great.
OK, so the way I'm switching up a little bit, you know, I love pigs in blankets. Right, one of my favourite things. We only tend to eat them at Christmas. Now, I'm bringing this back, so we're doing this about this time of year. So basically what I've got here, get the best quality sausages you can afford. I've got some smoked pancetta. It's going to add that real nice kind of salty, smoky flavour. But I'm also going to add another flavour to this. Pork and sage is a marriage made in heaven, OK? Yeah. So I've got a little pork sage leaf there, and literally...
And just roll up?
Just roll
because at Christmas they're the tiny ones, aren't they?
Exactly, yeah, you know, but this is going to add just another level of flavour. So let me just put that. You need around 8 sausages for this dish. Right. So you can get that done ahead of time and then stick them in a pan. Sure. Right, we're not trying to cook them through at this point, so we just want to kind of get the caramelisation, get the flavours going in there. And what you benefit from is getting some of the fat from the sausages, which is going to help flavour the rest of our dish.
You could use streaky bacon if you wanted to.
Of course you could.
If you want
to. Without a shadow of a doubt, you could use that. But it's all held together by the Yorkshire pudding batter, right? So, like I say, a lot of people tend to panic. There's no need to panic. In here, 120 grams of plain flour. OK. We've got 3 eggs and 200 ml of milk. That is literally your standard batter. OK. Because we've got these amazing kind of porky sausages, a little bit of fresh thyme in there. Lovely. If you want to make these for your Sunday dinner with the beef, add a little teaspoon of horseradish in there. It works really, really well.
That's a good idea.
And what you just need to do is just bring this together. And don't worry about lumps or anything like that, because if you follow the hard and simple rules of Yorkshire pudding making, you will never go wrong. So the first one is you need to rest your batter. Right. OK, simple as that. So once you get to this stage, let it rest. You stick it in the fridge for an hour, it will look like that. OK. OK? The lumps will kind of dissolve, you know, because the flour absorbs the liquid. OK. And what you do, just give that a little whisk. You can see it's completely changed. Yeah, it has. OK, just in there. Good. The second rule of your Yorkshire pudding is get it into a hot pan of hot fat. So if you wanted to do it in one of these beauties, like an oven tin, get it in the oven with your oil, get it preheated. Right. OK, so simple as that. To make it even simpler, I'm sticking it in there. Oh, OK, perfect. Straight in there. Right in the pan. The oil's nice and hot, and we're starting to cook the batter straight away. Wow, that's good. So that goes in. You can see it starting to sizzle, starting to cook. Yeah. We're going to introduce a few more flavours to that. So I've got some red onion. It's going to add a lovely bit of colour. So just scatter those in. Look at that. Beautiful. You can add some sage in there, some more fresh thyme. That goes in the oven now. Right. Set at 230, so as hot as your oven can get. 230, gas mark 8, and that is going to take 25 minutes. Gorgeous. And now the third rule. Oh, there's more rules. The third rule, do not, whatever you do, go and open that oven. Oh, OK, because it'll just sink. It's going to let all the steam out, it's going to sink down. So if you leave that in there, trust me, 25 minutes. Right, just don't look, though. 25 minutes, just don't... Exactly, it's all about patience, so don't peek. OK. You cannot have toad in a hole without a lovely gravy. Of course. And because we're going with pork, nothing better for me. Pork and apple, I'm using a bit of cider in my gravy. But this all comes from the onions. Oh, OK. In this pan here, these onions have been cooking down really nice and gently for around 10 minutes. Takes a little bit of time, but you will benefit from the flavour. You know, instead of reaching for the jar granules, this is perfect. So in here, onion, got a few sprigs of fresh thyme as well. Right. Now, to thicken this gravy up, we got a little bit of flour. That goes in. And you want to just stir that round just to make sure it's kind of cooked out. But that's what's going to thicken our gravy up. OK, so give that 30 seconds to a minute of just stirring it round. You'll see that it will start to absorb the fat that's in there. Then you go in with your cider. A nice big glug. Oh, exactly. Get it in there, it's going to reduce down, the alcohol will cook out. Sure. And then once that reduces down, you go in with some lovely chicken stock. Perfect. Let that reduce, OK, just simmer around. Salt and pepper in there. Lovely flavours. Oh, do you know what? It's absolutely perfect. Smells good. Now, obviously, the magic of TV, I cooked you one earlier, Lorraine. Pushed it. Now look at that. Lovely. Look at that. That is absolutely stunning. You bring that to the table for your family. It's beautiful. You just cut that through there. I'll have that a big half. Is that enough? let's do a slightly smaller portion there, Lorraine. But this is so beautiful. This is so autumnal. You serve that up with some beautiful seasonal veg. Oh, can I eat this now? Am I allowed? Of course you can, Lorraine. Are you sure? And look at this gravy. Let's get that on there. It's
oh, look, this is so
lovely,
exciting.
thick onion gravy. We've got some vegetables on the side.
This looks fantastic, Dean.
Like I say, that's the perfect dish for watching curry later on. What do you think?
Amazing. Amazing. You always cook such beautiful food. It's
Well, do you know what? It's
food.
so simple. Like I say, you know, a lot of people panic about Yorkshire puddings. There's no need. Follow this recipe. Perfect every time. But it also works for the smaller Yorkshire puddings as well, you know, if you want to do it in the smaller tins for your Sunday dinner.